Images of some pretty big hornets have some of our viewers asking us if the Asian giant hornet, also known as the murder hornet, made its way to Michiana. 16 News Now reporter Jack Springate tracked down a specialist on these bugs to answer your questions.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that this large flying insect wasn't a murder hornet, but a type of wasp called a cicada killer. I spoke with an entomology professor from Purdue University who told me how you can spot the difference between Asian giant hornets and two more common native species. This is the cicada killer one of our viewers found in their backyard. While it could be mistaken for an Asian giant hornet, entomology professor at Purdue University Clifford Sadoff says it could take years before one shows up in the Hoosier state.
There was a report this week of them being found, but they actually confirmed finding more Asian hornets in Washington state. The chances of one of these things having to hitchhike across the Rocky Mountains and then across the Great Plains to get to us, I mean, it is a finite possibility, but there's a lot of things that have to happen for it to get to us. So, I would be surprised if it gets here in the next 5 or 10 years.
Asian giant hornets have a few dead giveaways if you're looking at one. The easiest to notice is their unmatched size. Murder hornets can be 1.5 to 2 inches long. Sticking with the theme, they also have huge heads that can be as wide as their bodies. Their faces are also yellow in color. You can look at their body color. Asian giant hornets typically have an orange and yellow body. They also live in nests you're familiar seeing with paper wasps. There are two different species of hornet and wasp in Michiana that could be confused with murder hornets. You've already met the cicada killer. You can spot the difference between these and murder hornets because of its slender body. They're also mostly black in color with yellow markings. In addition to its smaller body, they have smaller heads too. These wasps also make nests underground, something murder hornets don't do.
One of the things about these things is that they're really big and they're really scary. But, unless you are going to try and grab one or try to swat it with your hand, they're not going to really bother you.
Now that you know you'll probably never see a murder hornet here in Michiana and can tell them apart from cicada killers, find out how to distinguish Asian giant hornets with European hornets coming up at 6. For now, in St. Joseph County, I'm Jack Springate, 16 News Now.